Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live broadcast of Rich Media. Today, we will be discussing, what is the best TV and sound system for you. I'll wait for some people to join us here. So, if you let me know who's out there and who's watching, just say hello. Oh, Rhino is out there. So, with the TV buying season, which is typically around this time of year, and the end of the year, people are looking for those nice TV deals and sound system deals. Today, we're going to try to figure out, what's best for you. What might be best for me um, might not be best for you. So my car alarm went off there, probably because I sat on it. But anyway, so let's try to figure this out together here. So, hello, Miss Jean Rodriguez. As I was stating, we're going to try to discuss TVs and sound systems. What might be best for you? What's the best deals out there? Because what's best for me and the other person might not be best for you. So, um, if you could give me like what you watch. Do you watch movies? Do you enjoy quality? I mean, picture quality. Do you enjoy picture quality over sound, or do you want a great sound? Do you want both? Like I said, are you using it for movies or just TV viewing? So let's try to figure out what uh, the best TV and sound system for you for the money, for the cheap. Not I don't like to use the word cheap, but the least expensive way possible. Hello, Josette. Glad you could join me. So again, just let me know, like, what are you using it for? Do you just watch live TV? Um, do you watch movies? Do you, because a lot of the newer TVs are going to be coming out soon, so a lot of the older uh, but still good quality TVs are going on sale. And same thing with sound systems, including sound bars, receivers. You can have everything from a $100 sound bar all the way up to a probably $10,000 or more, for that matter, complete Dolby Atmos DTS:X surround sound system. But is that best for you? Maybe not. Right now, I have my LG soundbar. It's Dolby Atmos. It has two rear speakers and then the soundbar in front that projects forward, upwards, and sideways. So I get 7.1.2. So I get that above, the 3D effect, the 3D sound effect. I have a TCL, um, a TCL Series 4 65-inch TV. It's 4K HDR, not Dolby Vision, just 4K HDR. I also have a Venkyo 1080p movie projector that I use when I'm watching movies. For TV viewing 4K content, sometimes I like to use the TV. So throw out your questions, throw out your comments. What do you mostly use the TV for? What size is best? Let's try to figure out what size is best for you. Maybe a projector is best for you if you want to get beyond 65 inches. Of course, I know somebody who just found a great deal on a 70-inch LG TV. I don't know if it's 70 or 75-inch for somewhere around $700, I believe it was. If that person's watching, I don't remember the model number. So if we get the model number and how much it cost and the size. But I know it was around 70 inches, and I know it was around either a little bit above or a little bit below $700. So, as you can see, the screensaver kicked on. So that's, and that was on sale at, I believe we picked it up at Apt, or otherwise known as ABT. They're on Milwaukee Avenue. In, what is that, Glenview, I believe. And let's see if Best Buy has some sales. Or let's see, I'm on Amazon right now. 4K. Yeah, the TCL, well, this is a 43-inch. It's not really, I wouldn't call that on sale. It's for $229. I'm looking for, there's a the Sony X830F 70-inch Bravia 4K Ultra HD Smart TV is on sale on Amazon for $1,099. The Samsung 65-inch 4K UHD 7 series. It's got the curved design. That's for $697.99, so $700. The only thing, the curved design, by the way, I just want to mention the curved design TV is good for, it gives you a great immersive experience for front viewing, but when you're viewing from the sides, it's not that great of a TV. So those TVs are just designed for front viewing. So I wouldn't recommend a curved TV. Let's see. There's it's a 55-inch. Maybe a 55-inch is good for you. And that, again, TV size also matters how close you are to the TV. So if your viewing distance is maybe just 5 feet, you might want to get a 55 inches. If it's more than 5 feet to 10 feet, you may want to get a 65-inch. If you're going beyond 10 feet, then you probably want to get somewhat of a bigger TV, or you may be saying projector. So are there, I don't see any comments or questions. So let's talk about sound systems. As you said, I have a Dolby Atmos LG soundbar that gives you, I bought it last year at Best Buy. It was a pre-Black Friday sale. It was $500. Normally sells for, it normally sold for, I think, $700 or $800. So Josette asks, what is the best time to buy new TV? What to look for okay, so um, the best time to buy a TV, I mean, the bargains are starting now, between probably maybe the first week or first 2 weeks after the new year. You'll find some great deals that start, I mean, super deals that start. There's some super deals out there now, but there's some super deals that start probably around 2 weeks before Black Friday. They call them pre-Black Friday deals. Black Friday is always a good day to buy a TV, but remember, those super sale bargains are not always the TVs. They're good quality, but they don't have all. They might be missing some features. They kind of make them for the sale. So anytime you have to browse around. So anytime between now and maybe a couple weeks after the new year. And sometimes some years it might be different. Some year, like for example, TCL last year came out with their 6 series in May. So was it May or June or July? One of those 3 months. So, they had a sale on some of their older TVs. But usually this is the best time of the year. It starts now. And the deals just keep getting better until the end of the year. And shop around. So, and what is the best TV to watch movies? If you're watching movies, you'll want to get a 4K TV with at least HDR10. The more expensive models come with HDR10 and Dolby Vision. My recommendations are TCL, LG. Let's see. Samsungs are okay. They do well. They might. I know LG and TCL are having some sales right now because they'll be coming out with they're going to be pushing the 8Ks that will be coming out between, we don't know exactly when, but they've announced that 8Ks will be coming out soon. Let's see, TCL, LG, Sony, of course, but you're talking a lot of money for those TVs. So this TCL 4 Series 4K with HDR10. It has optical out for a soundbar or sound system. It has ARC, HDMI ARC for a sound system. And it cost me, like I said, let's see, I bought this the week after Christmas, right before New Year's, I believe, for $450. The retail price was $600. So look for that. This is the TCL 4 Series. And the TCL interface looks like that. Your HDMI inputs for whatever you want to fire TV. HDMI 1 ARC is to go to your sound system. If your sound system doesn't have HDMI ARC, then you can use the optical out and optical in. This is a smart TV, so it has all your good stuff like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Plex if you use that. Crackle is free, YouTube, and all that good stuff. This is the new AT&T TV and AT&T TV Now. And that's that. So let's see what else. Yeah, so for movies, you want a distance probably of about maybe 8 to 10 feet with a 65-inch TV, 65-inch 4K with HDR10, preferably Dolby Atmos, but most TVs come with Dolby Digital 5.1. So a lot of them come now with Dolby Atmos as well. And it's all what your preferences are. So those are basically my two recommendations: TCL, LG, Samsung. But Samsung's lower end TVs aren't quite as good as, like, say, LG or TCL. Miss Rodriguez, do you think curved TVs are ideal for big rooms? No. Again, because the curved TVs, once you get to, how do I say this? Remember, they're curved and are ideal for a certain viewing area. So if you go beyond that viewing area to the right or to the left, it's called viewing it on angles. The picture quality kind of degrades. They're made mainly for straight on or within that curved pan. So you'll kind of, like, if you're viewing it from the right, too much of a right angle, you'll lose some of that viewing area. Plus, you'll lose some of the quality in the right. You'll get some good quality in the left. So, but if you're looking straight on from, like, let's say this is the viewing area, from like right in here, you'll be fine. If you're going to be viewing basically straight on, then yes, they're very good. And again, I would go with a larger TV. I don't know if the curved TVs are kind of like going away. They're not out there as much. I think only Samsung has a few now, not too many. But your straight TVs, they have a very thin bezel and they have a better viewing angle. So you can go pretty far to the right or pretty far to the left and still have a good quality image. So what else? Keep them coming. So let's say we'll go to, I'll wait for more questions to come, but let's go into sound, because if you want that nice theater experience, you'll want a good quality soundbar. And again, that is determined by the size of your room, what kind of quality you want. Do you just want good quality sound, and you don't really care about the surround sound experience, but you still can get that good quality theater sound experience? And you'll go with a 2.1 or 3.1 system. So you won't have the rear speakers, or you won't have a bouncing effect. They'll have a simulated surround sound, if that's fine for you. You can go with receivers. Dolby Atmos receivers cost anywhere from maybe around $300 to thousands. And you don't have to put holes in your ceiling. They have this, just like the sound bars, and they have also speakers that will bounce off your ceiling. There's a lot of people who say that that doesn't work, that it's just a gimmick, but for me, it sounds pretty good. You still get that immersive effect. It still sounds like there's stuff above you, stuff to the side. I know someone who, has a Bose, the Bose 700, I believe it is. And I reviewed that, by the way. Now he just bought the rear speakers, so to give him that true 5.1 experience. But the Bose soundbar alone is a pretty good soundbar. But remember, they use gimmicks, or what they call digital sound processor, that gives you that surround effect. And they have what's called, in the 700, they have what's called they're like huge ribbon tweeters that shoot the sound out to your left and right and bounce it off the walls, so it sounds like it's around you. And then you can add the rear speakers. Sure, no problem. So if that's for, but again, the Bose with the subwoofer and the rear speakers probably cost between $1,200 and $1,500. This soundbar, they have now the SK10Y, or actually there's a newer one that came out. They say it's a lot better, of this soundbar that, well, it's kind of heavy, of this soundbar that I have. But let's see if I can focus down. Yeah, you see it down here, and it's on arc. But let me put this back up. Okay. So they have a newer model out that's probably around $1,000 with the rear speakers. You can get it without the rear speakers and still have good sound. It just bounces it off. It bounces the rear speakers off the wall, and then Dolby Atmos bounces off the ceiling. And LG makes some good sound bars. Samsung makes some good sound bars. Bose, of course, if you want to spend that money. That's about it, really. About LG and Samsung, Bose, and then you get into even more premium one. You don't need all that premium stuff like the ones by Kiplish and European manufacturers. IFA. There was a person, a YouTuber that went out to IFA in Europe. IFA is the European version of the Consumer Electronics Show that they have in Las Vegas, but this is in Europe. And they were showing off a lot of the 8K TVs, these elaborate sound systems. There's a premium soundbar that costs around $2,000 to $3,000. But again, you can get the same quality. I think LG now uses Meridian, which is Meridian Sound Inner Soundbars, which is it is a European company that perfects in sound quality, in sound processors. Bose uses Harman Kardon, which again is a sound company. They make speakers and again quality digital sound processing. Bose uses their own. There's this proprietor. By the way, don't get fooled by the 8K TVs. When the 8K TVs come out, watch for the deals on the 4K TVs and 4K projectors. So Miss Jean asks, so without adding, uh, so without adding, what any brand TV that comes almost complete packaging, good sounds and good pictures. Well, I can tell you that most of the TVs have good picture. Most of the projectors have good picture. TVs are not made for sound. Don't let them fool you. But TVs have speakers at the bottom. They're real thin, and they fire down or to the back. TVs, they compromise on the sound quality to give you a picture quality, and they're making these TVs so thin now that they can't put good sound in there. So you'll have to, if you want good sound, and let me tell you too, with the speakers, you'll say, well, all I need is for voice. Sometimes the voice will be muffled, so you'll still at least want to get a sound bar. Yeah, so you'll at least want to get a sound bar. Do you think? Okay. And sometimes they'll sell TVs too with they'll sell a package deal where you'll get a TV, a sound bar for one low price. So they'll put the sound bar on sale and the TV on sale and package it together. And all TVs are smart nowadays too, so you don't really need to buy any smart devices unless you want to even improve more of the sound and picture quality. Let's see. Mr. Rhino, can you? Ha, you're funny. Mr. Rhino said, sure. Give me the money, I'll buy you a TV. Let's see some things that are okay. In the news here. If this interests you, Netflix announces Grace and Frankie season 6 release date and season 7 series finale. So that'll be in January of 2020. Pluto TV is adding a sci-fi channel. Thanks for the Oh, sure, no problem. Um, Apple TV has announced that it will cost $4.99. The new Apple TV service, or TV Plus, I should say. It's $4.99, and it's going to launch November 1st. Um, Roku. Roku is the most popular streaming player in the United States as of today, and it beats out Amazon's Fire TV. Let's see. AT&T or DirecTV now and DirecTV are going away. So is Uverse TV. They're products of AT&T. AT&T. They will be having AT&T TV now, which will be a streaming package, and then they'll have AT&T TV, which will be through a streaming player that they provide. Roku has announced that they want to be on half of the TVs nationwide. Right now, uh, their streaming or their platform, their operating system is on about 1/3 of the TV. So one out of every three TVs is a Roku TV. Oh, okay. If you're a college student, MLB TV is free. Let's see. Apple. Oh, that was today. Apple streamed their live stream event today. Rhino asks, do you think the new streaming platforms like Netflix and Roku will replace cable, uh, like Comcast? Okay, so you're talking about what's called cord cutting. Um, I believe that streaming TV is, the wave of the future. Um, AT&T, Comcast, Time Warner, they have all lost millions of subscribers this year to cord cutters. So they'll use streaming platforms like PlayStation View, Sling TV, and what else is out there? Sling TV, Philo, um, YouTube TV, Hulu TV is now, I believe, the number 3 or number 1 streaming TV service. And you get your channels like CBS. And the Roku is the platform in which these streaming services are on. Netflix is going to stay around, but I don't think it's going to have as many subscribers because of Disney Plus. I could be wrong, but it'll be around for a long time. Will it totally replace TV? Um, Probably not, but it's going to make a significant impact on cable TV because you can get your uh, basic TV channels free through an antenna, and then you can get your other channels for less cost on other platforms. Let's see. But what about like sports games like NFL or MLB? Well, like I said, right now you can stream you can stream MLB. You pay per season, like $50 per season. If you're a college student, you for free. Um, some of the streaming services, like I think AT&T, don't quote me. I don't know. I know some of them have the NFL Red Zone, but a lot of the streaming platforms have ESPN, Fox Sports, NBC Sports, which is owned by. So Comcast kind of rebrands it and say it's Comcast Sportsnet. So, yeah, so you can still get your sports. You just have to shop around and see who's going to have what you want. Each streaming service has, might have the NFL Red Zone, or they might have Fox Sports and not have NBC Sportsnet, or vice versa. Some might have them all. But remember, the more you get in the sports area, the more it's going to cost. Although it would probably be cheaper than having cable TV. But you want to be careful when buying a streaming TV service that you don't add all kinds of stuff on top of that. So you want maybe one TV streaming service and maybe Netflix and Hulu, since you already probably use them anyway. But people like to get Netflix, Hulu, HBO. HBO you get when your show is on and then drop it. But and Disney Plus, I wouldn't get Disney Plus right away, even though they're promoting it and giving away sales. I would wait to see how it pans out. So yes, you can get that stuff. They have apps, like I said, NFL and MLB. They have apps where you pay per season, and they have some deals, and they're on some of the streaming services. Okay. What do you think that TVs? Let's see. Do you think that TVs have gone down in price? Yes, and the 4K TVs will continue to go down in price. 4K and 1080p projectors will continue to go down in price because they're going to start promoting the 8K TVs. And they're going to be trying to get rid of their stock, like through the end of the year. When I was little, a 40-inch TV could... Yes. And now you can get a 65-inch TV for about $500 or $600. 4K, HDR, ultra high definition for around $500 to $600. Like I said, this one in the back retails for, this is a 65-inch, and it retails for about $599. You can also get it on sale for $450, $499. The TCL 6 series, which has a lot more features of this, is probably about $800 now. And now they'll be coming out with the 8 series, which has some 4K and 8K models. So, but for the money, this TV is great. For the money, the projector I have is great. That's, great if you want the theater experience. That was $250, by the way. Why do you think so? Why do I think they had like drops in 30% in price? Well, because again, it's getting close to the end of the year. It's getting close to Christmas. they're wanting to push out the stock of their TVs to make ready for 8K, which will be coming either. So a lot of them, LG has announced, TCL has announced. So they're going to want to push some of those models, the 4K models, out before the 8K models. Just like buying cars, they drop the price of the cars to make room for the newer models. John Muchi. Hi, I missed. Hi. Yeah, I took a little time off, and I was thinking about doing this every other Sunday. I'm doing it tonight because I'm off. I mean, I didn't do it for a couple Sundays. So last weekend I was out of town. The Sunday before was my week off. And I'm thinking about doing this Tuesday nights now. I want to know what you guys what you guys think. If Tuesday night is better, or should I go back to Sunday afternoons? And if I do Sunday afternoons, I don't have enough viewers to. I mean, I do to like, but if I do it Sunday afternoons, it might be every other Sunday. But if you think I should do it every Sunday, or even Tuesday nights, would be good for me if it's okay with you guys. Okay, as 8K might look really good, but do you think? Let me put it to you this way: will 8K TV do damage to your eyes? Probably not any more than a 4K TV. If you're sitting real close to it, yes, it'll do damage to your eyes. You want that. You want to keep at least like 5 feet viewing distance between you and a TV. And then for each size TV, there's an optimal viewing distance. But will it make any more difference than a 4K TV on your eyes? No. Let me comment. Will the picture quality be greater? It depends upon how you look at it. It's said that our eyes can barely see in 4K as it is. It just appears brighter and sharper is all. 8K is going to be somewhat brighter and sharper, but is it something that you'll want to go out and buy right away? Probably not. Are projectors good for your eyes? Again, it's the same. The projector brightness is about, well, actually the brightness of a projector is a bit less because you need a darker room. Is it hard on your eyes? No, it's probably a bit better on your eyes. Miss Rory Amador. Hi, everyone. Hello. How are you? Mr. John Mochi. What time on Tuesdays? Probably about 7:30ish. Between maybe 7 and 7:30. 7:30 is probably the best time for me, but I can go a little bit each way. Either 7 or between 7 and 8. I would prefer 7:30. And let me just make a comment, as Rhino was asking about projectors. Projector might not be good for you. Again, it depends upon what you're looking for and what you want. So, since Miss Rory is there, that's the friend I was talking, or the person I was talking about. Her husband went out and got the new LG TV. So we were trying to figure out what's the model number and what the price was, so I could let everybody know to look around for that, because it has a great picture. I'll do a review on that, by the way, soon. Of course, it's a model that's probably going out, but um, a projector, going back to the projector, it gives you that movie-like experience, and with the right room and the right lighting, or because you want, and the right brightness of the projector, you could get away with a 1080p versus 4K. He's logged in. I'll let you know. Okay, great. Thank you. So yeah, he got I think the 70-inch for somewhere around $600-$800. Um, so what else? I mean, that's basically the future now. Is 8K will be coming out end of this year or beginning of next year. They haven't really announced the official dates. TCL is coming out, LG, I believe Sony, um, Samsung, all the big names will be coming out with 8K TVs. So look for that drop in 4K TVs and 4K projectors soon. Mr. John Mochi, can I do a video on how to? Sure, I can do that. Give me a few days to do that. He asked, can I do a video on how to sideload apps to the NVIDIA Shield? And for all you out there, the NVIDIA Shield has an app store, which has what they call official apps. But there's also ways to get it through different apps through unofficial sources. And that's called side loading. So yes, I'll show how to do I'll show a video on how to so give me a few days to get that done, and I'll get that done for you. Maybe see, Thursday, I'll get that done by Monday, maybe Friday. And I'll also be having a review coming up on the projector, and on that LG TV. And let me know what other products you might want me to do a review on. I can't promise you that I'll do a review on them, but what I'll try to do is reach out to the manufacturer and see if they can, send me a loaner to review. By the way, John, I have an NVIDIA Shield. I don't have it hooked up to this because I'm reconfiguring some things. I don't have it hooked up to this TV, or I would show you right now, but I'm going to be hooking that up later, so I'll do a video on that. And I do like my NVIDIA Shield. NVIDIA Shield is, you can find it on, say, I want to say $199 for the 16 gig version, and what, $299 for the 500 gig version. But it's a very good streaming player. It's very good for gaming. It's very good for streaming because it has a very good processor and a very good video processor. So if you're into streaming and gaming, then that's the device to go. Otherwise, I would recommend the Amazon 4K Fire Stick or the Roku Ultra. Any other questions or comments? We got about maybe 9 minutes here before we go off the air. Do I own an Apple TV? No, I don't own an Apple TV. Today they released. Yes, so right, they are coming out with their TV Plus. I don't know exactly what I think it'll be officially coming November 1st, if I remember reading from the news earlier. But maybe John can help me out a little bit with what Apple TV Plus is. And I'll have like some TV channels. It'll be like a all-in-one place for some of your apps, I believe. But I don't own an Apple TV streaming player. And I don't see the need for one right now. If it's yes, okay. Apple Plus comes September 19th. Okay, yeah, that's right. I think I have that. So September 19th, Apple TV Plus. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Here it says November 1st, and it's going to be $4.99. But it could very well be the 19th. Arcade is the games. So, John, okay. So what do you mean, John? Arcade is the games. I think Apple had an address today, a live stream today, announcing a few things. Did you watch that, John? Oh, okay. So he says Apple will have games for streaming called Arcade. Oh, okay, called Arcade for a monthly fee on all Apple devices. On all. Oh, wow. So they're trying to really, because they have right now, Apple TV has a somewhat of a low market share of the streaming devices. So it looks like they're trying to gain that market share back, maybe gain some of the market share of NVIDIA Shield. By the way, I like some of those arcade games. Remember Space Invaders and Defender, Pac-Man. Starts September 19th. Cool. So look for that, guys. If you're into gaming and you have an Apple TV, well, the arcade style games, like I said, so look for that on September 19th. Thanks, John, for that information. So, but anyway, remember, before buying a TV, look around, get the best deal. If you find a TV you like, try to compare prices. You can get good deals now too on sound bars and receivers. And again, those deals will be going on some between now and the end of the year, especially around Thanksgiving and between Christmas. Be looking for 8K, but don't fall in for the trap and go and buy that right away and spend all kinds of money. May you say 7:30? What time zone? Oh, Central. I'm in Central time zone. So 7:30 Central time. Like I said, I can do it a little bit later, if that's okay. Maybe 8 o'clock would be the latest Central time. 7 o'clock would probably be the earliest of Central time. So let me know. We've got a few more minutes here, a couple more minutes. So in this couple minutes, if no more questions come in, I just want to say thank you to all you who are subscribed to this channel. If you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. We have live shows like this. We have reviews. I'll be going back to my weekly news program starting next week, where I share, like I did just now, some of the things that are happening out there in the world of streaming and cord cutting and gaming and tech. Samsung has a 55 8K TV coming in 2020. Yes. So again, too, once those 8K TVs come out, you should start seeing, the 4K TVs really start to drop in price, and you could even get a good quality 4K projector for probably a lower price. They have come down quite a bit in price. The cheapest one, I believe, is by BenQ for $899. So maybe that'll drop down to $699. Who knows? So yes, be looking for that, guys. The Samsung, LG will be coming out with some. TCL, as announced, they'll be coming out with some TVs. Sony probably some 8K TVs. And what do you think? Is 8K going too far? Because as they say, we can barely see 4K, although I do notice a difference from 4K to 1080p. But if you get a good 1080p TV or projector, it's pretty good too. John asked, am I happy with my TCL? What don't I like about it? Well, yes, I'm very happy with the TCL. It's got a very good, nice, bright picture. This webcam doesn't do it much justice. Let's see. But let's see, let's go into Netflix. I'm not going to pull up any movie though. I don't want to get. This is their budget TV. So the thing I don't like about it is the remote. You have to point it right at the center of the TV for it to work. It's I believe it's an infrared remote. It's not like a Wi-Fi remote or anything. And it doesn't seem to really work real well with universal remotes. But see, if you see, I have to point it.
Didn't make it to no weather. What the hell happened out there?
We were attacked.
Attacked? But what? Oh, what? Who? Turns out, the last.
And the also the stands are a little bit wide. They could have put them in a little bit more, because mine are, well, they're maybe an inch from the edge. Anything else I don't like about it? That's about it. Well, I mean, I don't like that. Sometimes I can get Dolby Atmos, but it's not made. It doesn't have Dolby Atmos native to it, and it doesn't have Dolby Vision. But you know, it's a budget TCL TV, so you're not going to get those extra features. But that's about it. It's a great TV for the price. You can't go wrong at $450 to $600 for a 65-inch 4K HDR10 TV. Can you attach an antenna? Yes, you can. Absolutely. You can attach, as you see here, I don't have an antenna. I have, but you can attach an antenna. There's a connection for an antenna in the back, or a cable TV. But what I use is, where did it go? I have a TV tuner server upstairs. It's the device, here it is, HD Home Run. This way you can also, if you have a program like Plex, you can also record live TV. So as you see, there's what's on channel 7 right now. Bachelor in Paradise, but we're not going to watch that. I just want to show you that it's a pretty decent picture quality. It comes in at 720p. But you can hook up an antenna to it as well without those extra TV tuners and still get live TV. And if you put if you use a USB stick, you can also pause and rewind for a little bit. to say you pause it, and you come back, and then you can fast forward or continue playing the content from live TV. I am running the HDO. I'm using an Intel NUC, an Intel Mini PC. It's the 7th generation. It's an i7 processor. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM. And it works pretty well. And then, you don't really need to install the software. If you can just install the app on your devices and on your PC, the one you're using as a server. And you can use Plex to record your TV. And that's also on my Intel NUC. And then connected to that Intel NUC, I have a 50 terabyte worth of hard drives through a hard drive bay. Yes, my recordings are stored on the NUC. Actually, as I stated, I have a 50 terabytes worth of hard drives. I have a hard drive bay that's made by Orico, where I have some 50 terabytes worth of hard drives in it, and then that connects via USB 3 or USB-C to the Intel NUC, and then I can record here. I'll show you what I have recorded. I'll use Plex. By the way, Plex to record, it'll be $4.99 a month or $60 a year, or $50 a year. Let's see, Plex. I hope I have it set up on this TV. There we go. Let's see. Let me move out of the way here. Okay. There's the NUC desktop. Come on. Let's see. TV shows. There's the TV shows I have recorded. By the way, Orville is moving to Hulu for next season. So I have, let's see, library. Let's go to library. There, I have a Krypton. When I had Sci-Fi Channel, a few of the NFL games, SEAL Team. I haven't done much recording recently except for football. But we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, that's the last preseason game. Let's see, Orville. And then I can resume where I was playing or play from beginning. I'm just going to show it real quick and then back out. It takes a few seconds because this TV, that's the other thing too, is when you're streaming content that has a live file, it takes a little time to buffer it.
Wait, I want to hear the rest of the story.
Okay, so let me finish.
Okay, so that's it. You see, I got some of my YouTube videos, movies. these movies are 4K, some are just 1080p or 720. Music, live TV. Oh my God. Come on. There you have a TV guide. You can see what's on. I can set it to record. Let's say, let's see. We'll record WGN News at 9. So record this episode. And there you see the red dot, means it's going to record it. And then I can cancel recording because. And so, the monthly fee that I don't, for Plex, I don't, it's $4.99 a month. I used to pay the monthly fee. I think I paid the yearly fee for $50 a while ago. So, but for Plex to record for live TV and the DVR, it's $4.99 a month, I believe $50 a year, or $150 lifetime subscription. Much cheaper than your cable TV DVR, and much cheaper than TiVo. And then HD Home Run also has TV DVR for $35 a year. But I think Plex does a much better job. It sorts it better. All right, so that about does it for today. We went a little bit over. Again, thank you all for joining me on this live program. Thank you all for making it a success. Thank you for subscribing. So until next time, take care. Oh, I have one more. Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. See you next week. Great. So take care, everyone.